If you like ruffles, I'm bringing the ruffles today in our Christmas in July series ornament number 4. Hi guys, it's Katie from Yarn Society, and today we are going to make this Ruffle Tree Ornament. If you've been with me through the series so far, you have made this wiggle stitch. That's what makes this frilly little border. And if you haven't been with me, no worries. We're going to do it all today and we're going to do it together. I want to add a quick note here about yarn. If you like the stitch definition in this red tree, I would go towards a worsted weight cotton. That gives a little bit more stitch definition. And if you like it to have a little bit of a softer look, I would stick with a worsted weight acrylic or a worsted weight blend. That's what I have here. You could also make this tree in a bigger size. I used an H hook and I used this Bernat Velvet. This is a 5 bulky weight. I don't recommend going any bigger in the yarn size because it didn't really work out as well, but this would be really pretty as a table decoration for the holidays. For a quick side note before we get started, we have the top layer, which is the small, the middle layer, which is the medium, and the bottom layer, which is the large. I'm going to crochet the large layer, but I'm going to let you know when to stop for the small, fast forward to the border, and then the same for the medium. You'll be able to crochet this whole pattern by just going back and crocheting the next layer. So let's get started. Let's grab our hook, our yarn, and our stitch marker. We're going to start out by making 6 single crochet into a magic circle. So you can do that however you'd like. I'm going to start out by making a slip knot. I'm going to chain 2, and then I'm going to make 6 single crochet in the second chain from the hook. That's your other option. I also have a ton of videos that I can link below, so if you want to try out a few different versions of the magic circle. So we're just going to make 6 single crochet into our magic circle. I'm going to place my stitch marker on the last stitch of the round, but feel free to place it on the first if you'd like. We want to tighten up our magic circle, but we don't want to tighten it up too much because depending on what you're using, if you're using like the ribbon, that's a little bit bigger. So just to figure out what you're using as your ornament hanger and just leave a little bit of room in your magic circle. For round 2, we are going to make a single crochet increase in the first stitch and a single crochet in each of the next 2. Place your hook into that first stitch and we are going to make 2 single crochet into the same stitch. That's a single crochet increase. Then we're going to single crochet in each of the next 2. Here's 1 and 2. And then here is our increase. It's a single crochet increase, but for the video, I'm going to call it just an increase. And then we're going to single crochet in each of the next 2. Here's 1 and 2. At the end of round 2, we have 8 stitches. We're going to change our stitch marker. For round 3, we are going to make a single crochet increase in that first stitch, single crochet in each of the next 3. Here is an increase, single crochet in each of the next 3 stitches. Here is another increase. And then we have a single crochet in each of the last 3 stitches. At the end of round 3, we're going to have 10 stitches. We're only going up by 2, so it will kind of turn in on you. Just go ahead and turn it back out. For round 4, we're going to increase in the first stitch. We're going to single crochet in each of the next 4 stitches. You'll notice that the number of the round that you're on is the number of single crochets that you make. So as we crochet, you'll kind of hear and see how that works out. Here is our increase. And then we're going to single crochet in each of the next 4 stitches and stuck. This cotton yarn is sometimes can get a little tricky if the strings start to come undone. Here's another increase. Single crochet in each of the last 4 stitches. At the end of round 4, we're going to have 12 stitches. Change your stitch marker. For round 5, we're going to increase in the first stitch, single crochet in each of the next 5. Here is our increase. And then we'll single crochet in each of the next 5. Here's 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then we have another increase. And then we can single crochet in each of the last 5. Thank you guys for being here today and crocheting along with me. I don't feel lonely. I hope you don't either. Okay, we're going to change our stitch marker. For round 6, we're going to increase in the first stitch, and then we're going to single crochet in each of the next 6. Here is our increase. Single crochet in the next 6. And then we have another increase. Single crochet in the next 6. You'll have to let me know down below if you are making this for the Christmas in July or if you are now fast forward into the future in December of 2024 or beyond. I don't know. Okay, we're going to change our stitch marker. At the end of round 6, we'll have 16 stitches. We're going to move on to round 7. We have an increase, single crochet in the next 7. Here's our increase. And then we're going to single crochet in each of the next 7. Here's another increase, and then we'll single crochet in our last 7 stitches. This will be a part of our small layer, so if you're making the small layer, we're coming up to the end. At the end of round 7, you have 18 stitches. From here, you can change your stitch marker. You can fast forward to the border, which includes 2 rounds. So you'll do those 2 rounds, and then you'll put this small to the side, rewind the video to round 1, and go ahead and make your medium or your large. We're going to move on. We're going to keep going. If you're making the medium, we'll keep going. If you're making the large, keep on going. We're going to increase in the first stitch, single crochet in the next 8. So we have an increase. We have single crochet 8. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. We have another increase. And then we'll single crochet in the last 8. It's July for me right now, but these Christmas ornaments are getting me like really psyched for Christmas. It's my all-time favorites, so I'm already getting jazzed up. At the end of round 8, we have 20 stitches. Change your stitch marker. For round 9, we're going to increase in the first stitch, single crochet in the next 9. Here's our increase. Single crochet in each of the next 9 stitches. Here is another increase. Single crochet in the last 9 stitches. So we're coming up to the end of our medium size here. So it goes a lot quicker than you think. The border is the only thing that just takes a little bit of time. Okay, at the end of round 9, you can stop here. You can go fast forward to the border and do your last 2 rounds, and then you'll finish off, come back to round 1 and make your large. We are going to continue on for our large. We have 2 more increase rounds. At the end of round 9, we have 22 stitches. For round 10, we're going to increase in the first stitch, single crochet in each of the 10 stitches. Here is our increase. Single crochet in each of the next 10. Here is an increase, single crochet in the last 10 stitches. Let me know in the comments below what your favorite Christmas movie is. I struggle with this one because it has to be Home Alone, because Home Alone always pops into my head first, but there's so many good Christmas movies that I know there's got to be another one, but I think Home Alone is just such a classic. At the end of round 10, we have 24 stitches. We're doing our last increase round. Round 11, we're going to make an increase and then single crochet in each of the next 11. Here's our increase. Here is our single crochet in the next 11. Here's another increase, single crochet in the last 11. We are done with our increase rounds. Now we just add on a half double crochet round, and then we're going to do our wiggle stitch. And the wiggle stitch just consists of single crochet stitches, so it's nothing difficult. It's just the way that we move back and forth with our piece. So I'll talk you through that. Okay, we're reaching the end. The end of round 11, we're going to have 26 stitches. Change your stitch marker. So this is the large. We're going to add on our border. So for the border, it consists of 2 rounds. For round 12 or whatever round that you're on for your size, we are going to make half double crochet stitches all the way around. So in the first stitch, make 1 half double crochet. We're going to go through all 3 loops on the hook. You can yarn over, go through your next stitch, make another half double crochet, and just make those all the way around until you reach your stitch marker. So if you're making a small, it would be 18. If you're making a medium, it would be 22 stitches. If you're making a large, it would be 26 stitches. It gets hard to get in the motion of a half double crochet when you're continually making single crochet. So it's like you have to tell your brain and your hand to like make a different motion. If you don't know half double crochet, I do have a video and I will also link that down below. You can also slow down the video by clicking on the gear button in the right-hand side of the video. If you need it for the wiggle stitch, feel free to do that. Just slow it down, take your time. There's no rush here. Okay, we made our last half double crochet. We are going to change our stitch marker. For the wiggle stitch, we have to figure out which stitch we're working under first. So if you place your hook straight down, we worked into this one. We're going to be going into the stitch right next to it. And you can tell that they're half double crochet stitches because they have these little bars on the top. If you can see that here. So this will be the first half double crochet that we're going to be going under. We're actually going to be going under the post. So we're going to place our hook under that stitch here. What we're going to do is place 3 single crochet. Okay, get set up with your work. Again, we are just going to get started. So find that first half double crochet stitch and we're going to place our hook under that half double crochet post. You want your edge of your work to be facing the right. I like to pinch my work to make it a little bit easier, and then we're going to make 3 single crochet. There's 1, 2, and 3. Now with the edge facing up, we are going to place 1 single crochet to connect at the bottom. So I'm going to go through this hole under here. You can just pull your piece apart and then go up through that chain space right here, right next to your stitch. So again, I'm just grabbing up a stitch, making 1 single crochet. Now, with your edge facing the left, we're going to place our hook under the next half double crochet stitch. And if you need to, you can kind of pull that apart to see it. And we're going to place 3 single crochet. Here's 1, 2, and 3. With the edge facing up, we're going to go through this chain space here and just connect at the top with 1 single crochet. So here's our first wiggle stitch. We have 3, connect at the bottom with 1, 3, and then connect at the top with 1. So now with your edge to the right, go under the next post and make 3 single crochet. With the edge facing up, we're going to connect at the bottom with 1 single crochet going up through that chain space. With the edge to the left, go under the next half double crochet post and make 3 single crochet. Connecting at the top with 1 single crochet, go through that chain space. And now rotate your edge to the right. Go under the half double crochet and single crochet 3 times. Connect at the bottom with 1 single crochet going up through the chain space. Rotate to the left, go under the half double crochet post and single crochet 3 times. With the edge facing up, make 1 single crochet to connect to the top. I'm going to talk you through this one more time. With the edge to the right, single crochet 3 times under that half double crochet post. With the edge facing up, single crochet at the bottom. With the edge to the left, single crochet 3 times under the half double crochet post. With the edge facing up, you can single crochet at the top. I'm going to let you do this on your own so I don't confuse you, but I am going to leave like an abbreviated version of the instructions on top. So you got this, and I will continue to crochet with you till the end. I'm going to take out the stitch marker. We have 2 more little posts here. We're going to finish up. So let's do our last wiggle stitch together. Is your hand hurting like mine? No, it's okay. I do need a little stretch though. I have to admit I did not make as many ruffled trees as I did farmhouse trees or rustic trees, but I do like them. They are really pretty. It's just it's a little bit more work. But I think it's worth it, especially with that Chanel ribbon hanger. I think this looks really pretty. Okay, we're going to finish off. Your last stitch is going to be at the top. So just find a hole there and just add 1 single crochet. From here, leave a long piece of yarn. We're just going to fasten off by yarning over and then pulling all the way through. I'm just going to tighten that up at the bottom. We're going to grab our yarn needle and we're just going to weave in our ends. I'm going to flip this out because I'm going to weave in this magic circle piece as well. You don't technically have to do it on the small and the medium because those will be like nestled together. But if you wanted to, you could, because sometimes when you go to add your ribbon or your yarn, that magic circle piece can kind of get pulled out. So if you want to do the extra bit and just weave them all in, that's totally worth it. And if you don't feel like it, don't worry. I would just suggest doing it for sure on the large. Okay, now the fun part of putting it all together. So you can just place your medium one on your large and then your small on top. You can nestle them all together. Once you add your hanger, if you notice that your layers are starting to come apart a little bit, you can add a little bit of fabric glue. I like Aleene's, and you can add it around the edge and just leave it to dry. That's just an option if you are going to sell these or gift these and you notice that the layers weren't staying together. Okay, I have this Chanel ribbon, so I am going to use this and show you how I like to hang it. I'm going to cut probably about 15 inches or so. I'm going to grab the edge of that ribbon and I'm going to attach both of the ends in my yarn needle. And if you have one of these handy yarn needles that I use for my Chanel yarn, that's super handy. So what I like to do is pinch that once I get those two ends in. And now I'm going to insert those pieces starting by going through the top of my small. And this is why you want to leave your magic circle big enough because it can get a little tricky. So I'm going to have to pull one edge through and then the other because I didn't leave myself enough room. I didn't follow my own instructions. Okay, we're going to pull the next one through. All right, from here, I don't want to lose this ribbon, so grab a hook and just put that in there. I'm going to see if I did a better job on the medium. Let me see if I can get it in both ends. Okay, I must have left myself a little bit more room or not. I'm just going to pull that through. If they do tend to kind of pull in, just adjust it as you go. Because you don't want the top to be pulled in. It can be a little tricky with the thicker ribbon. Okay, and now add it to the last layer. Once you have your bottom layer adjusted, we're gonna make a knot. So I'm just gonna wrap this around my finger. Making a knot here. I like the knot to end kind of right by the border. That seems to be a good amount of yarn for the top. Okay, from here, go ahead and pull up your knot. And then that should give you a good hanger size. Not too big, not too small, just right. And I really don't like the colors together. I chose the green, but I don't like it. Maybe if this was a white yarn, it would look nice, but it's more of a cream. So maybe you like it. I'm not digging it, but we're done. We're done. So proud of you guys for sticking through this with me. If you're struggling with this option hanger and you want an easier one, go ahead and check out the farmhouse tree video up here in option 1. It'll give you another way to add your hanger. You can also add a little bit of fabric glue on the inside of your piece, and that will help to kind of keep everything together. So we are finished. Here is our acrylic tree. Here is our cotton tree. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please check out the farmhouse tree, and I will have next week the rustic tree. It is a little less work, but still very beautiful. So thanks for joining me, you guys, and I'll see you soon.